Welcome everyone. Darth Lucas here giving a very special and random vlog. What of, you might ask? Well, it involves one of my favorite film series of all time. The Jurassic Park franchise. Now I know this isn't the best place to start off with, as Jurassic Park 3 by many is considered the least popular of the Jurassic series. But for me, this is my first and actually only, as of right now, actual movie double-sided poster that was in a theater that I had bought on eBay. So this is special to me because, again, it's my only one. I hope to soon add the collection with other posters from the rest of the series. But today, I wanted to give you a sneak peek of just a small sample of my Jurassic Park collection. You can see in these totes right here. Again, this isn't my full collection. This is just a small sample right now of what I had I could get to easily. Everything else is in storage and awaiting for an actual permanent spot to be displayed in. So, join me now as I reminisce and go through these bins, some of which I have not gone through in quite some time. So, you'll get to experience this just like I am, and hopefully get a little nostalgic in the process. So, starting with bin number 1, why don't we start with the most recent bin in my collection, actually, which pertains to mostly Jurassic World merchandise. I put as much Jurassic World merchandise in here as I possibly could. But actually, what I was really surprised about is in 2015, when Jurassic World came out, how little Jurassic World, adult t-shirts there were at the time. Now granted, later on, I started seeing more and more Jurassic World merchandise trickle through as far as t-shirts and other memorabilia besides toys. But again, I was just really surprised in the very beginning of how much everything was more about Jurassic Park. Now I understand Jurassic Park was obviously very nostalgic, and a lot of the places I go to, like Hot Topic, Spencer's Gifts, all had mostly nostalgic, had the t-shirts for Jurassic Park. But again, later on, over time, I just was able to collect a lot more t-shirts. So, I'm not going to go through every single t-shirt here, so let me empty this out, and I'm going to have a couple spreads of t-shirts and other random stuff that's in this bin. Here's batch number 1. Like I said, you'll find a lot more Jurassic Park t-shirts than Jurassic World. Now obviously, you got the gray one there, the black one with Owen on it. You got this one here, is Jurassic World. So these top 4 are Jurassic World. This tank top is Jurassic Park. You can see the P there. The T-Rex here is Jurassic World. This is another Jurassic Park t-shirt, Jurassic World. This one is also Jurassic Park and Jurassic Park. Here's round 2. You got the Jurassic World Indominus shirt from the exhibition. 2 randomly colored Jurassic Park shirts. Just very interesting color design. Very interesting shirts indeed. I'm also currently wearing, I don't know if you can see this, I actually got this from BJ's down the street. A little camo Jurassic Park shirt. Just randomly came by, and I'm like, of all the places to find it, it's just, that really is random. So, and here you got round 2 of all the t-shirts I have left. More Jurassic World. I love this Japanese one. Jurassic Park lettering. Got some Jurassic Park and Jurassic World exhibition hat. More t-shirts. Again, some from Jurassic World, others from Jurassic Park itself. And of all of them, this is my favorite shirt. This one right here, because this one is actually from Universal Studios Orlando. It's from the Jurassic Park The Ride. It basically says, I made it through Jurassic Park. And don't forget the hoodie. Alright, and finally what's left in this bin, we have here a sticker book, we have stickers, we have a beach towel, which features the Velociraptor pack. Got some more activity books, coloring books, just other Jurassic World merchandise and books. You got a few pins here, or magnets here, mostly from the exhibition. We also got the Regal Jurassic World cup here that came out when the movie was. And you also got a bunch of the Dairy Queen cups here as well. You got the whole set here. You got this one, the Driver Spheres, this one, the main gate, the Mosasaur, the one of the Pterosaurs, and then more of the Raptors. You also got Mike and Ike's, the Jurassic World Mike and Ike's here. One that has been opened, one that has not been opened, which I'm sure has expired by now. Plush blanket. Again, the coloring books that I showed before. More activity books. This here is a photo from the Jurassic World exhibition. Now on here, I apologize. And you see here you got a lot of the pictures. This was just a stock photo. But here you got a picture of my wife and I with the Mosasaur. And then being afraid of the Indominus Rex. Get more coloring books. The gummy box. The fruit snacks box, I should say, actually, from Kellogg's, which, again, this was weird because the movie came out and I did not see this particular snack box until a month or two after the movie came out, and only at Walmart. I was very surprised that no one else had it except for Walmart. And you got a brochure here from the Jurassic World exhibition from the Franklin Institute. And I'll post a link to that on the little eye thing on the right, on the top corner here. And then you also finally, actually not finally, you got the Jurassic World calendar. And I hope to soon add the 25th anniversary Jurassic Park calendar. But here's all the different months, and just to give you a layout of what the calendar itself looks like. And then finally, you got the bag from the exhibition. Not much to show here. Got the Jurassic World Monopoly game, mint in box still. And as gently as I could, I put all of my Jurassic World Legos in these containers for right now, as delicately as I could, trying keeping them as intact until, again, I get a good place to display them. Right now, I'm currently in the process of finding a good place to put everything here, but until right now, they're going to stay in these containers. I'm not going to take them out, but I should take my word for it that I do have the entire line of Legos from Jurassic World. And I got the Rampage Indominus Rex, which I like the look of it, but I just do not like the functions of it. And you probably have seen from other toy reviewers, it does not work all the time. But as far as aesthetics, to me it looks good. I just kind of wish it was more of the counter days. For bin number 2, not very much in this bin, but it's very nostalgic for me, this one here, because we're actually going back a little bit ways now. So as you can see here, you got the first 2 films on VHS. This one in the middle here is actually the very first VHS of this movie I have, and you can tell it's, by the wear, it's had a lot of use. Now this one I got from my father, who actually, he watched it, but didn't watch it as much as I had watched this one, so his was in much better condition, and I just asked him if I could have this one, just to have a kind of more pristine version of this on VHS. And then there's the back. Pretty standard for the VHSs of that time. Now this one, I like this one because back in the day when The Lost World came out, they had the little changing picture here. That was actually part of the original poster. And as you can see here, they translated that perfectly, in my opinion, to the VHS. And this is just an overall great job on Universal's part for doing that. Now, kind of funny story going back to this one right here. I remember not long after Jurassic World, or Jurassic Park, The Lost World, Jurassic Park came out, I actually saw a version of this, a bootleg version of this, from a street vendor in Philadelphia. And I had begged my mom to get it for me, not knowing at the time that it was a bootleg. I just saw it was The Lost World, and it wasn't out on VHS, but at this point, I was just so excited about it. She didn't get it for me. I mean, I didn't get it, and thankfully, I didn't get it because obviously it would not have, you know, been up to my standards for the movie, and I would have like looked at it like, what is this? But then again, it would have been an interesting collection piece to have if I had gotten that copy. And then here I got a little safari hat, Jurassic Park. This is actually from Universal Islands of Adventure. And then you got in here, you got the 2-pack little baby dinosaur repaints. These are just repaints from the Jurassic Park 3 toy line, but they're called Jurassic Park dinosaurs. Came out after Jurassic Park 3, obviously, and it's just repackaged to Jurassic Park. I guess trying to take this sting out of the what was considered a disappointment of Jurassic Park 3. I enjoyed the movie. Again, I didn't enjoy it as much as the other ones, but I did enjoy it for what it was at the time, and I was very, very excited for that movie. And then you go to 2010 here, when you got these guys here, the Dino Showdowns, which, with the exception of Kenner, these are phenomenal. Now again, I also have the T-Rex, and I have some of the other figures from the 2010 toy line that were just all repaints, with the exception of the T-Rex was a repaint but also retooled, but that's away in storage right now. But these were, and I think most people would agree, these are the pinnacle of that toy line back in the day in 2010. And I mean, just the detail on these toys was just, I was just taken back. And I really wish that the other two toys within the line were continued. And you can see right here, they had a not Triceratops. They had a Stegosaurus figure here, and sorry it's blurry. But I really wish they released that Stegosaurus there. And then there's also a Carnotaurus prototype that I saw online. That again, I wish they had released those figures. And up until Jurassic World came out, or actually when I first heard that Jurassic World was coming out, and Hasbro still had the rights to the Jurassic Park franchise, I thought we were getting these. These were the toys that I thought, okay, Hasbro did a great job with these two. I thought they would continue that with Jurassic World. Obviously, the quality, as you saw with the Rampage and T-Rex or I-Rex, was not the best. You know, didn't have any dino damage, and that wound there can be repaired, as well as on here. These toys were just overall just light years better than what we got with the final Jurassic World toy line. Now granted, these were actually supposed to be from a G.I. Joe toy line that never came to fruition, and it actually worked out better because, I mean, we got two fantastic toys, in which again are really the highlights of the 2010 toy line. And again, I wish we had gotten these for Jurassic World. I actually would have rather them save all those figures that they had planned for that G.I. Joe line or for this line, just retool them for Jurassic World, and I would have been happy. Now this one here, I'm going to have you open with me. Now, just for the purposes that I consider this bin to be the Jurassic Park 3 bin. As right now, it has majority of Jurassic Park 3 stuff in it. It also has some stuff from when I went to Islands of Adventure multiple times over the years, collecting some of the merchandise they had available. And again, this is just a small selection of what I have, but so here we go. So some of the stuff I have not seen in a while. This is like one of the first times I'm opening this since it actually been almost a year now since I've seen all this stuff last, but it's still the same. Not really much can change. I haven't really added much to it. Now you have here Jurassic Park t-shirt from Universal Studios Islands of Adventure. You have a Lost World Jurassic Park birthday card. And if you, I don't know if you can hear that. The sound is trying to work, but yeah, it's not working anymore. You used to open it and it would have the Tyrannosaurus Rex roar. I got an Entertainment Weekly here that had an article featuring Jurassic Park 3 in there. A very old Universal Studios Islands of Adventure Jurassic Park. Now this would have been the photo book that you would have gotten at the end of the ride, and you would have had your photo in here of you going down the ride, going down the big drop at the end. Obviously, I have no idea what happened to that photo. Would have been nice to have that photo today. Maybe one day I'll find it again. There's the back of it here. Some cool detailing to it. I also got all three, with the exception of Jurassic World. I do not have Jurassic World in this particular bin, but I have the first three junior novelizations of Jurassic Park. So you got three there. You got the very first one. Again, these have seen a lot of love. I mean, these books, this book in particular, anything mostly like this original stuff here is over, 20, it's actually going to be 25 years old next year. You got the Lost World Jurassic Park Junior novelization. Again, I like the packaging for this. I love the styles. These two styles are fantastic. I love this. This is always going to be, the best one to me. This one's great. And I actually do have somewhat of a soft spot. I think that just the logo and the layouts they had for the Jurassic Park 3 merchandise line, to me, looked a lot better than, again, what Hasbro did later on with Jurassic World. And in here, you got the React Attack, Dr. Grant with a motorcycle. Now, all my Jurassic Park 3 stuff, I kept the boxes, but pretty much every figure I actually took out of the box. Grant here can be taken out. And the one thing I liked about the Jurassic Park 3 toy line compared to Jurassic World is that we actually got human figures. And I know there was one set with an Owen figure for Jurassic World that had raptors in it. But still, it's just, in my opinion, I think the merchandising for Jurassic Park 3 was just so much better. They seemed to have more faith in Jurassic Park 3 than they did in Jurassic World, which is a shame, because Jurassic World did much better, and I think was a much better movie than Jurassic Park 3. Again, I'm not trying to knock on Jurassic Park 3. I love it. It may seem like that I'm knocking on it a lot. I generally do love that movie, but if I'm going to be honest with myself, I know it was not as good as I had hoped it would be. And then here, I'll just move this out of the way. You got the helicopter set with Pilot. Now these, there used to be, you put here, it would make a sound, but it's not making that sound anymore. I do believe the motorcycle, yes, the motorcycle did make a sound. And what it looks like to me, this motorcycle looks like a rehash of the, somewhat of a rehash of the Lost World motorcycle set that we got with that movie. And then the Raptor figures, something to be desired, but I mean, these were, I think, in some respects, closer to what we got with Kenner than we did with Jurassic World. Again, I love Jurassic World, but the figure line, I think pretty much everyone will agree, is not the best. But I do like some of these, and look, at least with some of the basic figures of Jurassic Park 3, the Raptors had sickle claws, whereas the basic ones for Jurassic World did not. So again, in here, I got more Universal Studios, a good cup here. This is one you would put in the freezer and it would stay frosty. I got this big tube shot glass here. I also got this mug right here, which gives you information on the T-Rex and Jurassic Park itself. Some really cool information. I really do like this mug. I'm just too afraid to use it because I don't want to ruin it. And then inside the mug, I have the water kind of going out, and our Universal Jurassic Spinosaurus versus T-Rex. Now again, most of the stuff may be from the parks, but this was the time when Jurassic Park 3 had just come out. They were celebrating a lot of merchandise for Jurassic Park 3, but without actually saying Jurassic Park 3, they included like the Spinosaurus and such, and some of the Raptor designs. I also like this mug as well. So again, very heavily putting in the Spinosaurus from Jurassic Park 3 in there, along with the T-Rex in the back. Very cool, very unique mug. Then here, another magnet that actually can be used as a photograph stand. I love this magnet. Can't wait to have a fridge to put that in. Another kind of like, image changing Jurassic Park cup from Universal Studios. Some empty packages from the 3D trading card game, or trading cards that they have for Jurassic Park 3. And actually, I didn't show you this before. I actually snagged one of the stands, or one of the cardboard holders that held the packaging. The packs would just go in like that, and that's how they'd be displayed. So I just took the card display with me when there was nothing else in there. And I survived Jurassic Park, the ride, little shot glass. Very neat. Again, Universal Studios Islands Adventure. One of the original, and that's not the right price because I just got this from a stand from somewhere else. But this is a Lost World. I don't know if you can see it right there. It's, sorry, a little blurry. This is one of the watches that Burger King gave out, or you can buy from Burger King during the time the Lost World Jurassic Park came out. And there were like, I believe four different watches. I do have another one somewhere. I just do not have it in this set here, but I kind of like this set. I wish I could show you the one. There was one that had like a cool kind of raptor eye that was really neat looking. Again, the Jurassic Park shot glass. More cards. Some Nintendo Advanced games here for obviously Jurassic Park 3. I got this one here, Jurassic Park 3 Park Builder, which is nothing compared to the mobile park building games we have for Jurassic Park and even Jurassic World Operation Genesis, or Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, sorry. Another Jurassic Park 3 Nintendo Game Boy Advanced game. a couple of pins. This is like an old pin. Oh. And again, this one here. These both are some pretty old pins, but they're really nice looking. And finally in here, so I want to show you the nice T-Rex mug. And inside I have one of many that I have stacked away. And it's hard to kind of see it here. I'm going to show in light a little more. Jurassic Park eggs. Now these you could find, I found majority of these at like a convenience store up here in Pennsylvania called Wawa. Had a bunch of these all around, and they would just have these on the counter, and inside there would be like a little, you would open it up and there'd be like a little toy, and I think it came with candy as well, but mainly I bought it for like the little plastic, gray little cheap plastic dinosaur that was inside of it. But still, it was very neat to have. And these, I love these eggs. And these, again, are just so nostalgic for me. I believe they also had they just re-released these for the Lost World Jurassic Park. And they just kind of rebranded it to the Lost World. I wish I had one of those. I don't have them anymore, but I do have a couple more of these just kind of laying around. Hopefully, one of the other ones I have actually has the dino inside. So that's it for this bin. And here, I have here a hardback, a recent purchase I just found at a used bookstore. The original hardback, The Lost World Jurassic Park, that came out. And what intrigued me about this is that, you know, obviously you can't find this version anymore. This was the version that I remember my dad had on his bookshelf, and this was like, you know, I had him read it to me a little bit, but I love this book. I hope to read it again. I just recently purchased it again at a used bookstore, and according to the sticker, I'm not entirely sure, but according to the sticker it says it's the first edition, which I would believe, because this is, just from what I can remember and what I know, this is actually the first edition. This is what originally came out back before the movie did. And then in here, finally, in the last box, I have games. Now, pay no mind to these games here, but start, I got Lego Jurassic World for the PS4. Love that game, by the way. I also have Operation Genesis on both the PlayStation 2 and Xbox, which, out of the two console versions, I have to say the Xbox One was much better. The graphics were slightly improved over the PS2 version, and I don't know why, but just the power, I guess, of the Xbox at the time allowed you to have, you were able to have more dinosaurs in the park on the Xbox version than you were in the PS2. Now, coincidentally, the PC version of this game, Operation Genesis, actually allowed you the most dinosaurs. I believe was at 60. Let you have 60 dinosaurs in your park. And this here, the Xbox 360 version of Jurassic Park the game, came out with from Telltale Games. Now, I did end up purchasing all the episodes on the PlayStation 3 when this game first came out. And I really wanted to get the special edition PC version, which I unfortunately, by the time I was able to purchase that, all the pre-orders were sold out. And that was neat because it came with like a replica of the park map. I like this game. This game is fun, and it's a nice, interesting story. It was a good holdover until we were able to get Jurassic World to come out. So again, putting these aside, I'm going to just show you purely, starting with Sorry. The Sega Genesis version. Now I love this game. Now this is not the original one that I had when I was a kid. I believe I do have it somewhere, but again, I think I just had the cartridge. I think I lost the actual case here, but this case I was able to find at another used game store. So again, this is very nostalgic for me. I loved played this game for hours. And then let me put the camera down real quick and get these out for you so you can get a better look. Now you got here Jurassic Park Warpath. That was an excellent dinosaur fighting game. I love that game. Again, spent many hours playing this, challenging a bunch of my friends to this game. But I was not really, I guess I was a cheater, because I ended up using the same move a lot. I would get the T-Rex, and the T-Rex had this one kind of flip over move, where it grabbed the other dinosaurs by the neck and flip them over. So I end up using that move a lot. But again, I love this game. I love it that it kind of showed the best of of Lost World, Jurassic Park, and also showed you also the best things about Jurassic Park. Cool thing I liked about this too is that there was a hidden level that if you, I forget what you had to do for it, but if you beat certain things, you can actually fight in Islands of Adventure in the Jurassic Park section of Islands of Adventure, which is great. Another good game, The Lost World, Jurassic Park on PlayStation. Scan Command for Jurassic Park 3. Chaos Island, The Lost World, Jurassic Park. Love this game as well, spent many hours playing this. Dino Defender. Didn't play this so much. Really the Jurassic Park 3 games here, these three here. Danger Zone, Scan Command, and Dino Defender. I really did not play these games at all. I kind of maybe played one of them, but I had a hard time doing the Scan Command, because I think you had like actually scan products, and that way you would actually be able to level up, which I thought was kind of stupid, but it was an interesting idea. Just I did not like it. Oh, and here's my Operation Genesis PC version. Again, out of all three versions I have, this is the best one. I know I said Xbox was better over PlayStation, but this was the best one because this one again allowed you to have the most amount of dinosaurs in your park allowed. And I know they're not Jurassic Park, but these two games I also spent many hours. Again, these came out around the time that Jurassic Park was at its height in the 90s. Loved these games. Alright, so before I forget, let's go show these guys off here. These are my three hybrid dinos that I have from Jurassic World. These are up high right now above my height, and I need a ladder to get to it, which I'm not going to do. But so start off here, I have the Carnotaurus. I don't even want to try and pronounce that because I know I'm going to butcher it. And then you got Dilophosaurus here. So these are my three. Again, I have more Dino hybrid figures, but these again are a small sample of what I have available. So if you like this video, please hit the like button on YouTube and subscribe to my channel, as I will hopefully be posting more videos related to Jurassic Park and Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom as we get closer to the release date. If you'd like to see more videos of the actual individual figures, me reviewing them, or if you just want to get a closer look, don't hesitate to write in the comments below and let me know. Thank you. Well, that will do it for today. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel, and let me know, post in the comments if you'd like to see more videos like this one. Thank you.